good morning. Sunday the 24th of November. Oh, pants, it's Stir Up Sunday, isn't it? She just got my ingredients done for my Christmas pudding. I'm always torn about making a Christmas pudding because I never think we're going to eat it, but actually we do eat it. Might try and get the ingredients together today, although I think you have to soak it overnight, don't you? But we can still stir it. So there's 30 seconds of your life you won't get back. Me contemplating doing a Christmas pudding today. It's pretty overcast and miserable this morning. I've put a clip up at the beginning of our garden because the oak tree was, even though it's really overcast, the colours, it suddenly seems to have jumped from kind of a greeny brown. It's just turned to this mustardy mass of beauty, really. That sounds cheesy, but it was stunning. I was looking out in the garden this morning when I let the dogs out and I thought, it's amazing. When did that happen? There's also, I think in the shot you'll see we have, some people call it a handkerchief tree. On the left hand side, as you look down towards the oak tree, there's about 5 or 6 leaves hanging on for dear life. They are huge leaves. I've never seen a tree with such big leaves before. I think it's a kind of a foxglove tree. I've tried to find the name for it and I can't, but the flowers are very much like digitalis, very much like foxgloves. So there's obviously, it's a relation there, but yeah, so when you look at, you've already looked at it. Anyway, that was take a sip of tea. You know what people always say, one thing I learned from my daughter is that when you're doing selfies or when you're filming, film from above. So, you know, you see people holding the camera up high like that. Well, that's fine, unless you've got a very apparent parting with with grey hair. My roots need doing. That'll be done soon, a couple of weeks. Anyway, it's, as I said, Sunday morning, kind of day of rest, in as much as I do feel it on a Sunday. I do feel more relaxed about life and I feel like 1 or 2 things need to be done, but nothing has to be done. And I take my time. It's weird, it's a mindset, whether or not that comes from my Christian beliefs, or whether it's just a thing that I've was innate, I don't know. Anyway, I like Sundays. So on the cards today will be some very gentle bits and pieces. Yesterday's vlog I felt was a little bit, apart from the book section, which I loved, it was a little bit lacking in really interesting content. I banged on about the Woodland Trust for ages, didn't I? I was tired, and when I looked at it last night and I was editing, I thought, this is really interesting, but there you go, this is what it is. Today I've got quite a few things, gentle things I want to do, so I will share that with you. I've made good progress on sweater knitting. I sat down and put on Die Hard 2 last night. I needed a film that I knew, that was comfortable, that was vaguely Christmassy, and I sat and I worked on Hannah's sweater, and I got up to the arms, where I joined the arms, the sleeves in. So I was really pleased about that. So I'll be doing that a bit later, joining that all up. And there's a few other things that I will share with you.
gosh, the light's not very good, is it here? Sorry about that. I was so excited about joining the sleeves. I've joined the first sleeve and I've done it wrong. Ah! Not only have I got the stitch pattern wrong, which is, you know, I've realised now that was secondary. I didn't bind off on the bind off round for the sleeves. I didn't bind off on the right hand side to put the sleeve. So I'm going to have to pull it out a couple of rounds.
I might be shedding a little tear as I'm doing this. Actually, I'm not, because right, so I've done, can you see? That's where I decreased for this side, but I hadn't around here. So yeah, I'm going to have to pull it all back, I think, for now, and go back and make sure. I don't want to lose my side marker there, which I believe was that one. Invariably, I pick them up the wrong way, but then I can always knit into the back of the stitch, going back round. Easier if this was fingering weight. I probably wouldn't be recording this because I'd be in a heap on the floor at the moment. So I'm now coming round to where I was, I think. Now, hopefully then, so I undid all of this side, all of the back, which is where I'd got it wrong. I picked up all of this side without undoing it because there was no point in re-knitting that side. And now I've got to the middle side again. I put that on the needle. No, that goes on this side. So now I'm back at the side marker where I need to do the decreases. So the pattern says, which if I'd have read this first properly, bind off 5 stitches. So work in pattern to 3 stitches before side seam marker and then bind off 5 in total. So I need to pick up, just go back. Right, so I am, what did I say? 2, 3, so I need to do one more. Right, so I'm now, right, I am 3 stitches before the side seam marker. I noticed a drop stitch there, so I've just put this big blue hook in there. I can put that back on when I go round. So I am now going to, and obviously gonna one, 2, ta-da! I think we're good to go. I think we're ready for the sleeves again now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So I'm going to put that down for a minute. and walk away. Well, that's the end of another day. Bits and bobs going on, quite a lot of involved knitting, but we're all good now, I think. I'm going to sit down tonight and try and get those sleeves joined in again. We've had dinner, so it's just down to me to finish editing the vlog. I did record a segment actually with Hannah today on her, well, I asked her to choose 3 books to talk about, so I might put that up tomorrow. We'll see how time goes and everything, but she spoke about her 3 favourite books. She has very different taste to me, although she does appreciate classics as well, which is good. Other than that, I think I'm going to head into the lounge with a, you guessed it, cup of tea, to go and watch another Christmas film. I'm going to go and select one, and then once I get these sleeves attached, then that's what I'll be doing this evening. So have a lovely evening. I hope you had a peaceful and blessed Sunday, and I'll see you tomorrow for the start of the last week of November. So the last week of the daily vlogs. Come on in. Hey. Wow. Wow. What you got? What you got? Is it for me?
Thank you.
Oh, no, it's not a toy.
It's not a toy. No.
Clapperboard. I need a clapperboard. Oh. Good morning. Sunday morning. 23rd. No, the 24th, isn't it? Because I was just checking the beginning of yesterday's and I think I said the 23rd then. So this is where a professional would just cut that and re-record it, but nah. Keeping it real, babe. Yeah, I can't believe it just said babe either. Perhaps I should cut this. No, let's leave it. Perhaps I'll put it in at the end as an outtake.